Kurunji Senior Secondary School, CBSE, Namakkal.
Successful result producing school in state every year.
Administered by the Board of Directors with over 35 years of experience in the teaching field.
Special attention on art, craft, music, dance, silambam, yoga, skating and karate.
Focus on Hindi Sabha and Spell Bee Olympiad exams.
Smart class for effective and innovative learning and well-furnished library.
Solitary importance on sports and games in state and national level.
WhatsApp facilities to know activities of students and school inside the campus.
NEET, JEE, IIT coaching experts from Rajasthan and Andhra Pradesh along with our effective teachers.
Admission registration for classes LKG to +2.
Kurunji Educational Institution, Kavetipatti, Namakkal. Admission in progress. CBSE, KG to 12, contact 9025895176. Metric 6 to 12, contact 9344567484. For online admission, log on to www.kurunjischoolnkl.in.
Hi students, good morning to everyone. This video I would like to explain about appendicular skeletal system. Previously we discussed about axial skeletal system. Why we are all these systems we are learning? Because of this is a topic regarding to the animal physiology, that locomotion and movement chapter. In the locomotion and movement chapter, what are the different systems of the body is playing important role in the movement. Okay, so that's why muscular system we seen how the muscle is contracting and relaxation at the time of without locomotion, how our body is showing that movement, that muscular controlling. Later skeletal system, how it will play an important role mean when the fast movement at the involving of locomotion time, when the organism is moving to the one place to another place, skeletal system is more important in the advanced organisms. So skeletal system totally grouped into the two categories. One is axial skeletal system that made up of the 80 bones. Okay, later how the 80 bones are distributed in the cranial part and facial part. Okay, and then rib, as yesterday I said, sternum, this is the sternum part, and then rib cages, 12 pairs of bones, how they are arranged yesterday we seen. Later appendicular means nothing but bones, appendicular means limbs, forelimbs, hind limbs, along with that girdles, pectoral girdle, here it is there, okay, and pelvic girdle, here it is there. Why I am showing that these mean, when I am conveying that theory by the orally, just imagine that places. Pectoral girdle means this is the pectoral girdle place, and then backside this place, and then backside, and then pelvic girdle means this is a hip place. So remember that positions. Okay, explanation time it will use. And then limbs in our hand, what are the bones are there, that and all we have to learn in this video. Let me start today video session. Seen an appendicular skeletal system. That appendicular skeletal system composing by the 126 bones. How these 126 bones are distributed into the different places, that totally equationally and names you have to remember. Okay, that for convenience wise, these 126 bones are divided into 120 and then 6. 120 bones are located in the place of the limbs and 6 bones are girdle. Okay, pectoral girdle and pelvic girdle. See, come to the point, limbs nothing but which are the structures are useful for locomotion, movement. Okay, such a things we called as a appendicular. Why we called appendicular limbs? Why we grouped into these limbs and girdles are the appendicular mean? Yesterday axial skeletal time, that bones are everything to attaching to the one central axis. Of course, the attachment of that bones together, the everything is touched to the one imaginary line goes on the our middle point, anterior or posterior wise. Okay, but these appendicular bones does not touch that axial line. Okay, for example, in the middle of the cranium onwards, when you draw that one imaginary line anterior posterior, our cranium will touch, and then throat onwards rib cage will touch, then rib cage vertebral column will touch. By that line will be goes on these line, these way. So the arrangement of that bones. But when you seen that appendiculars are nothing but forelimbs and hind limbs does not touch about that line. So that's why these and all articulate with axial. Articulate means attachment with that skeletal, attachment with axial skeletal system. So totally 126, and that 126, 120 bones are limbs, and remaining 6 belongs to girdles. Later we will discuss. See, first one limbs, these 4 limbs are there, 2 limbs are upper and 2 limbs are lower. That is 4 limbs and hind limbs. 4 limbs and hind limbs. We know one of the here where we are discussing about the our skeletal system. So not only here this bone arrangement not only present in the human body, some of the human similarity containing animals also having the same structure. For example, monkey also same structure we can see. So next year it will come in the 12th standard evolutionary time, we will know about this anatomy. So whatever it is, now come to the 4 limbs. 4 limbs contain each 4 limbs contains the 30 bones. Each 4 limbs contains the 30 bones. That 30 bones are names like humerus. Okay, humerus, your shoulder is there now, shoulder onwards up to arm, up to your arm. When you hold your hand, biceps will come now. That biceps presenting bone, okay, that is a humerus. That is a 1. So when you take pair na, that is a 2. And then later ulna radius, or radius ulna, come to the below ankle. I mean ankle means our arm after we are holding hand. When you are holding hand, when up to palm to base, that wrist model ankle of the hand, up to that bone, 2 bones are there. That is a radius ulna radius, simply shortcutly we can able to sense about these one. When you touch properly the bones, that we can felt 2 bones, ulna radius. Next carpals. Carpals, these carpals also called as wrist bones. Wrist and theriyum kadana, wrist bones. How many are there? 8 bones are there. And then later metacarpals. Metacarpals are palm bones. So see, when your palm is spreaded, like open it and then touch it in the every finger base to palm, totally 5 bones you will sense it. So that bones metacarpals. How many are there? 5 carpals. And then fangals, 14. Fangals means these finger bones. See, when you are tied, when you felt something tightness, you are pressing that bones like this. That bones will be give the something sound like. So the totally that fangals or digits bones are 14. Totally 30 is there. Just count it, nana. In 4 limbs bones are, each 4 limbs made up of the 30 bones. One is a humerus, 1, and radius 2, and carpals or wrist bones are 8, and metacarpals 5. That metacarpals also called as a palm bones, and then fangals or dites bones, total 14. 14 plus 5 plus 8 plus 2 plus 1, totally 30 bones. Okay, so each limb 30 means already 4 limb 4 limb, each 4 limb 30 plus 30, 4 limbs we have. So totally 60 just completed. Then now come to the next hind limb. Hind limbs, these bones of the hind limbs, femur. This is the femur is hind limbs. Pointer place paranganana hind limb. As like 4 limb, hind limb also made up of the 30 bones. See, femur is longest bone in our body. That also we call it, generally we call it the thigh bone. Thigh bone. So in the thigh only having the lot of muscle. Thigh also having the lot of muscle. Not only our body, nana. In the, any other animals also muscle having the more muscle is present in the thigh. Nothing but a kebab, chicken kebab. You are all eating that thigh only. Okay. Then femur thigh bone, it is the longest bone in the human being. After femur, that knee below tibia and fibula. Tibia and fibula. just all are similar with these four limb structures, tibia and fibula. Tibia and fibula is similar to radius ulna radius, and femur is similar with humerus. Okay, then fibulus, tibia and fibula, one, and tarsals we call the ankle bones. How in the hand forelimb carpals are there in wrist bones, right like here tarsals. How many are there? 7. Here carpals how many? 8 kada. Here tarsals how many? 7 kada. So one is still missing. Okay, one count is missing. Later I will discuss. Then metatarsals, how many are there? 5. And phalanges, how many are there? Metacarpals like these metacarpals. Here metatarsals, here metacarpals. So metatarsals are nothing but in leg, I mean in the foot. In the foot places we have the 5 bones. Later phalanges, as like forelimb, what are the phalanges are there? Same. Here how many are there? Similar number, 14. That are 29 only completed. Still one is missing. One is differ from the forelimb. That differ thing, what is the, which place is difference is came here. Tarsals here 7, here carpals are 8. So one is missing. That one only modified and it will formed into the patella. Patella is called as a kneecap. In that when you touch your knee, one cap like projection one lid like structure we can felt. Okay, we can sensible. So that is patella, that is one. Now count it, all these things 30 will become. So femur 1, that is the longest bone, tibia 1, fibula 1, tarsals 7, and metatarsals 5, and phalanges are 14, and patella 1, totally 13. So 13 plus 13 plus 13 plus 13. Okay, sorry, not 13, 30. Okay, my pronunciation 30. Here 4 limbs, each 4 limb is a 30. So total 4 limbs, 4 into 30, 120. Now just count it. Appendicular skeleton is made up of the how many bones? Just 126. In that 126, 120 bones are completed. Still how many bones are there? Totally 6 bones are there, still pending. That 6 bones analysis wise, we want to go through with girdles. Okay, in this video beginning time, I shown in our body 2 girdles are there. That 2 girdles are, one is a pectoral girdle, another one is a pelvic girdle. Pectoral girdle is present in the upper side. Okay, our shoulder place. Now this is the time to recall the one important structure, one important statement. When you see the fishes, fishes are also having the fins. Fishes are having the fins. That fins position is different places. Maybe sometimes dorsal, sometimes ventral, or sometimes pelvic fins, pectoral fins. Here fish, if you see the fish, that pectoral place, it is nothing but below the operculum. Below the operculum. So here nearby neck places, what is the girdle is there, that position we call the pectoral girdle. Later in the tail, nearby tail, which girdle is there, that is the pelvic. Okay, right. Now come with our subject. Here in our body 2 girdles, pectoral and pelvic girdle. Each girdle having the 2 half of identical halves. So come to the pectoral girdle. Pectoral girdle is consisting with 2 halves. 2 halves. That these pectoral gives the chance for articulation of 4 limbs. Articulation of 4 limbs. What is articulation? It is giving the chance to attachment with the axial skeleton. Axial skeleton. For example, our rib cage is there. Rib cage back side, we felt one triangular shape. That only one of the part in is pectoral. Along with that, in the below the neck, in the shoulder, in the ventral side of the shoulder, if you touch the corner places, we felt one T-type bone, that is collarbone. Okay, when the tailor is take out the measurements of our collar, he put that on collar position, neck position, they are taking the something around the neck. So at that time they take out the collar size. Okay, that means nothing but a collarbone places. So for identification I said that. Right here, articulation of the forelimbs. These pectoral girdles are giving the chance for articulation or binding, give the chance for binding of the forelimbs. Forelimbs are attaching to the pectoral girdle. Then next, here each pectoral girdle, two halves. That two halves are, one is cervical and second one scapula. Cervical and scapula. Okay, one side, one cervical, one scapula, one part, and one more side, one cervical, one scapula is one part. Totally two halves, two half of parts. So here cervical word, somewhere you heard. Which place you heard, Nana? It is the blood circulation time lymph formation. On the time lymph is omitted in the cervical vein. Cervical vein time, which place I shown in the below the neck region. Below the neck region, collarbone is there, na? That place we call as the cervical places. That only remember, like remember here also cervical bone. That cervical bone also called as a collarbone. Collarbone along with that cervical scapula. This scapula we can able to sensible. If you touch the your dorsal side, back side. Okay, in our body, in the top region, in the corners, we felt one triangular plate, a triangular plate in that rib cage back side. Okay, that is called scapula. See, the structural arrangement of that scapula, this one, this one. Okay, like this type of structure is there. That if you need some clarity, just when you are seeing this video, watching this video, please be bring that our NCERT book that will be give the some diagrammatic explanation. See, in our this board diagrammatic explanation, this diagram, this structure is containing the several parts. That several parts are one is acromion process. Here, one of the elevated portion that we call as a acromion process. See, these acromion process is a place for binding with the forelimbs. Binding with the forelimbs. So acromion process, and then on that a place of the acromion process base, one deep elevated structure is there, one gyri like means some outside it is elevated to one deep depression. That deep depression, elevated deep depression we call as a spine. Later below that spine a cavity like structure is there, that is a glenoid cavity. What it is? Glenoid cavity. That glenoid cavity in the place only our hand first bone, edenana our hand first bone, humerus kada. Humerus is attaching with the glenoid cavity. Okay, by the attachment of the glenoid cavity or fixing in the glenoid cavity, that humerus will be show ball and socket joint. Ball and socket joint. In the humerus, one side the ball like structure is there. That ball is fixing into the glenoid cavity socket. Okay, so such a type of bones, such a type of joints we call as a ball and socket joint. Later I will explain about the joints also. That time again we will discuss. Right, next cricoid process. The opposite side of the glenoid cavity and then acromion process, opposite side, one elevated portion is there. That elevated portion we call as a cricoid. And here that both this is a scapula. Okay, totally scapula. That triangular scapula having the, these are the extra structures. Okay, so now that this is the only scapula, Nana. cervical is still here I doesn't mention, ventral side. Scapula is present in the dorsal side and cervical is present in the ventral side. So one scapula and one cervical both are combinedly one half of a pectoral girdle. Okay, then as like we want to know about pelvic girdle. This is also pelvic girdle. Here totally pectoral girdle, how many bones are there? 2 bones. Okay, we want to count, that is a 2 bones. Next, one in the 126, 120 bones in 4 limbs, 2 bones in pectoral girdle. Now pelvic girdle, how many bones are there? Remaining bones are belongs to pelvic girdle. So 4. So 2 identical halves. Pelvic girdle, 2 identical halves are there. First, that 2 identical halves are located in the one side, both lateral side to ventral to dorsal side. So total these identical halves are made up of the 3 combination bones, combined bones. One is ilium, second one isthmum, next pubis. Ilium, isthmum, pubis. These diagrammatic representation, this one. Okay, these when you seen this one, this is the ilium, the upper part is the ilium. Okay, next this is the ischium, and then next this is the place of the pubis, that is the place of the pubic. Okay, next see, for understanding this one, if you sat on one floor, these ilium and pubis, ilium place will be touched our floor. Okay, that place is we called as a ischium. Okay, right. See, ilium, ischium, pubis. See, that extra part of this one, here this is the sacrum. Why here we are giving the sacrum means this ilium and our pectoral girdle attaching with our backside vertebral column backside. What are the last vertebrae? One is a coccygeal and sacrum kadana. Sacrum and coxal. Sacrum is 5 and then coxal is 4 bones combined to each other to form the one bone. So sacrum and coxal combined in the jointed with this pelvic, pelvic girdle. See, these pubis, both side onwards pubis will become and jointed together. These pubic symphysis jointed by the one particular place, that place we called as a pubic symphysis. This pubic symphysis is a cartilage structure. It is a fibrous cartilage. It can able to allowing the movement. This is the time to reveal one important thing. When the female person, pregnant woman, delivery time, these pubic symphysis will be show something enlargement. Because of posturation, delivery time, the birth canal onwards, baby will come out. So that delivery time, these pubic symphysis to allowing the movement and elastic nature. So that's why fibric cartilage will allows the movement. Okay, what do you understand from in this one? See here, appendicular skeleton. That appendicular skeleton is made up of the 126 bones. That 126 bones, 120 bones are 4 limbs and hind limbs, 60, and remaining 4 belongs to girdles. That girdles, pectoral girdle and pelvic girdle. Pectoral girdle 2 bones and pectoral girdles are 2 bones and pelvic girdles are 4 bones. Okay, so that by the 4 bones are fused each other. So these points you have to remember: isthmus, ilium, isthmus and pubis. Pubic symphysis you have to remember. Here one thing I forget to explain. Here in the pelvic girdle, it contains one place, either sides, one atraculate place. This is acetabulum. That acetabulum place only our hind. See, a small mistake I did just now only. I find it that in the beginning time I doesn't find. overlapped. The thing is here first time I mentioned here hind brain I wrote. Hind brain, it is not brain. I want to write hind limb, hind limbs bones. Okay, this is the thing, right? Okay, these hind limb femur part will attaching to the girdle in this plate. Which girdle? Pelvic girdle. Okay, so hind limb bone of femur that will be attaching with the acetabulum of pelvic girdle. Here also it will form a ball and socket joint. Okay, so joints wise I will discuss about later. Totally this video I explained about the appendicular skeleton system, how many bones are located in the different parts of our body. Okay, then firstly I will be one more time I will say limbs, 4 limbs names you have to remember. 4 bones names: humerus 1, ulna radius ulna 2, carpals 8, wrist bones also we call the wrist bones, and metacarpals 5, that only we call the palm bones, and next one fangals, that is the 14, digits. Next bones of hind limbs, then femur thigh bone, it is the longest bone in our body, smallest bone in the ear ossicle, one of the ear ossicle, that is the stapes, tibia and fibula, and femur is 1, and then tibia 1, fibula 1, tarsals, ankle bones also called as ankle bones 7, metacarpals 5, fangals 14. Here what it is missing in the tarsals, that one here we added one thing, that in the structure modification their structure it become a patella, that is 1, that is also we call as a knee bones, and pectoral girdle, pelvic girdles wise you got the idea. Next I will be explain about joints of a human being, and then disorders of the our musculoskeletal system disorders. That is a conclusion point topic. Okay, thank you.